Well, you got to give Central Florida a lot of credit. We got up 31-13, and, they just hung in there and kept battling away, chipping away, and running the football, and we had a hard time getting off the field defensively, and had a 3 and out right there in the midpoint of the fourth quarter, and that hurt us. I think we kind of wore down a little bit on defense. Had a chance right there at the end and just a long field goal. That's a 57-yarder. Kyle hit it really well. You certainly can't blame him at all because, like I said, we had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to put the game away. We had a false start inside the 1-yard line on 3rd and 1. You can't make those kind of mistakes and win a football game. It's the bottom line. So, again, you got to give Central Florida credit. I'm disappointed for our players. I thought we played really, really hard. I thought we played well at times, very, very well. We just didn't finish the game out, and I'm disappointed that we didn't do it.
Run the ball, 58 yards and 17 carries. How much did that impact the game?
A lot. Yeah, no, we've got to be able to run the ball better. That's been something right now that's plagued us really the first 3 games, and you got to be able to run it better than we did today. And when you can't, it's hard to hold on to a lead, and that's kind of what happened to us when you can't run the football.
What would you attribute that to?
I don't know. We got to go in and look at it. I think part of it was we had a lot of success throwing the ball. I think that's one of the things, but we've got to do a better job of establishing a run game.
Kobe Hudson, number 2, had a big game. Big game in the second half. Was there any thought of maybe switching that matchup from JT to Lamar?
We're down a little bit at corner. Had some guys that were cramping, and we were just trying to find some able bodies. We did struggle. JT has played so well this year for us. We all have a lot of confidence in him. We've got a lot of confidence in our guys to make plays, and you got to give them credit. They did a great job, and they made critical plays when they had to, and we didn't. That's just the bottom line. Like I said, we had a chance to go up, kind of separate from those guys, go up, 2 scores, 3rd and less than a yard at the 1, and we get a false start, knocks us back to the 6, and then we don't convert on 3rd down, have to kick a field goal, and our hope was, if they did score a touchdown, they'd leave us enough time to go kick a field goal to win the game. That's kind of why we kicked it. Obviously, if I had to do over again, I'd probably go for it on 4th and 6, but felt like that gave us an opportunity for exactly what happened to play out, for us to maybe kick a game winner at the end, and that's why we did it. Was hoping we were going to get a stop. I think the fumble was very, very close, whether or not the ball carrier was down. Obviously, I didn't see it, but, it was close, and if we get that turnover, we're probably kneeling it out, and we win the football game. So it was one of those nights where there was a bunch of little, small, minute things that determined who won and who lost, and to their credit, they made those plays, and we didn't.
The lapse on defense, Coach, was it just missed assignments, missed tackles? What kind of played all that?
They're a good running team. They're the number 1 rushing team in the country. They've got 4 good running backs. They did a good job of keeping those guys fresh and just wore us down a little bit defensively, and we didn't fit some things properly. We missed a couple of tackles here and there, got on our heels, and we just couldn't get them stopped. And we couldn't score when we needed to. We got the ball back, like I said, with 5 minutes to go, and go 3 and out. And they made plays, and our whole thing was if we felt like if we could make the quarterback have to beat us throwing the football, then we were going to have a chance to win it. And to his credit, he made throws down the stretch when he had to, and their guys made plays.
Going back to that 3 and out late in the fourth quarter, 3 straight passes, not a ton of time came off.
Yeah, I don't think the time was an issue. You know what I'm saying? I think that to me, we were trying to get a first down and win the game. They would have used their timeouts earlier. It wouldn't have mattered. I don't think. I think it's like anything else. I think we were trying to do what we could do to get a first down and move the ball and win the football game.
You did have 3 block kicks.
Yeah. Look, there was some really good things that happened tonight. I mean, I thought we looked about as good as you can look offensively at times. Thought we looked really, really good on defense at times. Thought we, played great in the kicking game at times. But we just didn't do it consistently enough to beat a good football team. And, like we've said all along, we expect many of our games this year to come down to one-score games. And in order to win one-score games, you have to you can't be undisciplined. You can't have a false start, and inside the 1 yard line. I mean, you just can't do that. You can't do, some of the things that we did tonight and beat and win those really, really close football games like this. And so, we got to learn from that. We got to correct that. We have to learn from those mistakes. We got to get better. We got to be more disciplined. We got to coach better. I mean, it's always the same thing when. I always believe this, when you win a game, it's because of players, and when you lose a game, it's because of coaches. And so we've got to do a better job of putting our guys in better situations to be successful.
Coach, the UCF offense was pretty stifled in the first half, and obviously a different story in the second half. Did you see anything different?
No, not really. I mean, I don't think they did anything differently at all. I mean, they ran exactly the same plays in the second half they did in the first half. That's what running the football does for you, though. When you consistently run the ball and can run the ball, and you've got big backs and they're powerful and strong and finish runs, and your quarterback's 260 pounds and he can run the ball, that starts to wear down a defense, and that's what happened to us. We didn't get off the field on some third downs that we got off on the first half, and they converted some. We did a really good job on third down and not in the first half, and not as good in the second half, and and again, that's what running the ball does for you.
I know the first two games running the football, coach, you said there were some different defensive.
Yeah, there wasn't anything different tonight. I mean, they played us just exactly the way we thought they would play us. We just got to be able to run it better.
Did you guys go to a 3-3-5 defense down the stretch at the end?
No, we played a bunch of different looks and coverages and did everything we could do to try to keep them out. They did a good job of being patient on the last drive. They didn't panic. As I said, I mean, we wanted them to have to throw the ball to beat us, and they did. And to their credit, they made the plays down the stretch and completed some critical passes and converted some third downs to keep drives alive and hit some big plays on us. And we got on our heels a little bit defensively, but you got to give those guys credit. I mean, they made plays. We had opportunities. They made a heck of a throw there on that post route that won the game for them. And, we had guys had an underneath coverage and one right over the top, and the guy made a heck of a throw and a heck of a catch.
Anything else for Coach?
I do have one more. Talking about the running game. Early on, it looked like you guys were making a schematic decision not to run compared to, establishing the run more. Was it something that you saw in film early on, or was it just what they were showing you?
No, we felt like we could throw the ball and move the ball against them throwing the football, and I think it's like anything else. I mean, you want to defense is the game is a game of cat and mouse, and they're doing something, they're taking away something, they're giving you something. And so we felt like we had opportunities to throw the ball how they were playing us, and so that's what we did.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.